Republic are the very two parties are bedi yemansua NPP ni NDC mebwana. Now we share these two political parties are we share obia in the term of office when any in terms of pro policies or they are attach every home they don't. Now say NDC in a way according to say akolana why no stubborn academy and then say among the folks of NDC member of parliament ayemi Sam George sabi mo amu video a call viral eya sabi eya asefem because o share ni pay ya do media audio parliament o represent your NPP form NDC form in fact non-political party for crowd because your religion be or ha metimi aka Jehovah Witness for omuntu aba almost so be what a friend is in the constituency into kwaya won say who take a political position in every social intervention and I say every policy about the bar sometimes no wa uda udi wa ho abro that ain't na make us o share program be to say yeah school feeding you ra ko for the buy me boana o share free maternal care ko for the buy o share health insurance you ra ko for o share Metro Mass Transit even Ghana card and na kan wasem yi unim say the pump also started way back 2006 2007 fofi antwata any free my friends benua iso and then me no ka say bisa won say free maternal care we hin say be NDC buy a thing of the past free maternal care any hobium but adia era ko for the buy no na nke enyi enim say de pa and the NPP led by His Excellency Nana Kwaku Fado ya enyi enim policy or diaba men kan kweche kra yenyi enim free SHS because look the only thing ebema ohiani ba any osikeni ba pe ewa akwanyanse nyina so education because education pe na obenya osikeni ba any ohiani ba omotna the same classroom nipa ba ko na etro made na nsosho ni duruwa na abon se sebe enye sikanko na enya adwenko ubetimi osika na so bia na adwene yenyansa nimdie no ebia na nyame amfa domo nti education pe na ye akwanya sebe ohiani ba ebetimi afa ho no so atene ho aden efiri ohiami na MPP ba ye diaba now akodum pepe so bia ye se da bi e wo se Ghana ha obia register ne sim na mamenka say sim card registration and started there okay years before you started say Ghana ni bia na answer na be start Owusu sim card no I just already started on na me kai pa say obeko several outlet moton sim card no obeko no wa pack sim card wa register no wa san pack sim card register obebi so open the register and also open the register so okay
yeah
a coban is because no obi a person register the sim card and also nya sim I register and no not the purpose of sim card registration na I defeated because data assemble and as data nya no na integrity enim because data unim say bia nipa osime say or use phone ni bio data and I said for want of better with data eni no o sha na enye na emache inti ekoba said there be yembo modern na obia register na Ghana card na Ghana card this is the only card Ghana ni bia wa or unique identification number I Ghana card ne so apart from Ghana card now register there were several outlets making sure say all other friends say card I use you be embedded no Ghana card me no ka say unim say driver's license you capture driver's license number Ghana card so you capture a friend say or residence address system Ghana card so you capture everything about you available on Ghana card in kaneno na sebe e fa say wallet show bottom na uti anye ye na wallet etofo na wallet nye yira na wanye lucky sebe minnu no ma bia obehwe wallet na pufu na talent pufu na so ba ko biem na wey card nyina ne nemu no wanye lucky na wallet yira wan sha obeko NIA no akwajo card foforo ubeko a friend say voter register for electoral commission no akwaje card foforo ubeko a friend say driver's license no akwaje card foforo ubeko health insurance no akwaje card foforo when na asudia sabe edani paso because they need centralized data and aban say that you make sure say Ghana card yenye yebesi hia na etimi edinya centralized data na aboa obia because look one of the fundamentals see a Ghana card hu hia pass enunti through no about one of the legitimate means of be also nyans or register the sim and say sim card no eya kwenya amount for edefa so ebokro no e don Ghana for mutiemi voice we say meka voice we na de obeka bia beka say asempa na meka ubeti o sister ni Germany na me freu mama ne onya ma de don kai sister ni na amanfo kwa factor kwan so ebu amanfo obefro na so the Ghana he ya no converting the number no say if amano na efro no wadane the voice na ye oba voice waka cho so wasene nyama efra broche na nyama na wasene no ye yi watema habo sesia onso bi America say osisa wa broche waboni dia cho so nyama na watema habo sesia na opese nipa no ede nyama ne brewa send lorry fare ebi a 500 Ghana cedi no fentwa 1 or 2 bi watam ha bo no ntimi safa sha nyama ne de embrew eno na yete sister ni amanfo fa kwan bebre so di book Ghana for inti ase da bi e wo se nya kwan na ye register ye sim card na me de mi hu ni say ya sempa because ene unim say just 2 days ago Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia e ko launch ye program bi say Ghana card ye ba be credit scoring e o Ghana card so minim so ka uhu ya eno no utim say tembia no ye no ma yete Ghana han ma na say developing countries yes yo u amano ne na say u ye adwuma mpo a u nya sika popore na de akoto hyen bi atenem u nya sika pore na de akorrent dan because of a credit card system no mu use no obu o wa or credit card and also the card obetimi aboro niama na ye tene nkaka because ewiase mu nsate nyina anya den enyepe obu obeti o sika ode beto de onye nyina ne obi so a oni bi intene Ghana card here dey by one of the outlets and say there is scoring card there by nti sabe uyetimamuni na bia wo hia bibi e obi ti se mekoma ukoma once they will be integrated in our system no ukowa everyone saw the Ghana card na koche no ma show offense or credit rating si ebo bisia ebo ye de nyama timi ebo bisia for want of a better word na eyi a utimi fa nyama no na ya spread a payment offense term now na utua ne nkaka inti these are several innovations are enunti Ghana card eba beboa na ye say Ghana card yen fan koye sim registration na the don me ade e ma reho pan say the night before Sunday no aka deadline for sim card registration no wo hwe kwesiada na Ghana for dodo na consent say on person munya akwanya no register
na kwesiada on ba adwuma
yes baby mu ba adwuma because na me driving me will say na amanfo hye tables anopa cross amanfo nya kwanya den and register on Ghana offense on sim number now we share the we are even kwesiada people were eager to go and register na ekoba so minister say or share the number of people who are trooped to the various registration center who be here say or be extend a date no ade chenye say be hu saman kra ho then it should tell you say some people deliberately do not want to register. And you see, just as litigation, there should be an end to litigation. And me feel say one of the problems I face is a lack of coordination between NCA and NIA. And then NCA for Babeka A, NB, or China NIA so Babeka different thing. I think there are two institutions, a government and a public institutions. It is the interest of both institutions to ensure say what the government intend to roll out would be successful. Into wherever I was say obia etimi draw the battle line. Now each and everyone etimi integrate now some almost set up together. No mutimi kasana ya say NCA for beka say na NIA so for so beka say bi sir na timemufo no kura hu fi say aban mu mpenifo ekono na say be wontwi kura ho no na wa mama field day mimi fi say omo yes sir emboa. Look, one of the things that mimi fi say ye ebeboa ene say one Ghana card and I say friends say SIM card registration. One of the fundamentals they say the Bible fighting a fraud because no na kwenya amount for fa kwenya so bebre de den e de bokro no me kai pass ye che papa bi me refi the very institution na no wo na sa papa no sebe onye obi akeke obi odimu wo Ghana hanom a wa fa amount for mo producers who they can find out this story America wa fa amount for mo tifie na wa to SIM card bebre mo no me SIM card fraud. Minim so kaisa story now. Okay. Yeah, no, you're one of the prominent institutions. Me no kasa as a Jelina na bibisa. So it should tell you say, and not even omo kra omo ni bio, omo mo bi mpo no, etimi fa kweti kwan so den, edibu amanfo. But when these cars are registered, they are linked to one person. Send ye tebia o de bokro no a, se be ye be hu ochi akwane abeden, ya be show, ya be do echi na se be show. Enu ti na ko be bi America. Uko fuel station as the fuel pumps are. Okwabrani bi engina ho a odifu ebu kebo ukwa wankasa ubuka no ade ubu so pump na difu na ade egu kamu uwi anu atua kakọ na uwi a ode obema dan ho na ko baby abeko bia ye ba becho because of the identity system and I say the system obi anim say adwuma. Now Ghana card any sim registration eba boa ne say sebe telcos nankasa no eba be boa mo ama omanya reliable data because sim cards ni bi wa ya to egu system ni mu ayanya de yen use inti eba be boa telcos nankasa inti the message plan say they should rather put an end say yeah my deadline say and then your deadline register obi adado. Oh yes sir, there is no way we are going to have a successful registration. Rather what they should do is say they should rather have a deadline for booking. And they say every other thing be an obia issue. Say be an Ghana card, ni also any correct. And I say Ninsan Kanye, and I say the Ghana card, whatever be the problem is. Nipan enuntino ontimi and register here the same no. Now, deadline for booking in Kameko New Worker say it be on the 30th of September. You say a deadline for the registration. But it be by the end of 15th, from 15th to 30th, yeah, my deadline for booking. So we use SIM card. That's a person register. That's a problem. Be our Ghana card and ready. Ebi our Ghana card are ready, but ebi a mistake. Dini aspect. Bra MTN and I say various telcos. So no buku for appointment. Now buku no. Me say the NIA would set up a relationship manager. Send your banks are. Relationship manager, manage your account. No me fraud. Update on what is going on in your account. No. Yeah. NIA also any relationship manager. I'll be making sure I'm on formal reported. Some person register Ghana card, some person register Muslim. But because of the issues that they are having with their Ghana card, NIA for relationship managers follow and making sure that these people will be able to resolve their issues. Resolve your issues. We are no money on booking appointment for registration. I believe that say way near my deadline for booking. That's a booking deadline. So no one can book here. Maybe they do certain na say be 1 hour person obo friend abro and unti person because booking there yen ka say obi be ready into bed but register once you are booked you say you are in the pipeline once you don't avail yourself to be booked near suspend the line no and I say yen charge you high tariff so who use a network na e be am call 1 minute wo ko book ye na and unti am register and unti win system ni wo call me be charge me one cedi na yen charge you 5 cedis. This will serve as a deterrent. Na be amount for them. Enya kwenya ne some back register, but you can say deadline. Every now and then people will have issues to raise. By the book in Ibema, who are kwenya so Kwaku buku, no a problem no. Na deadline power. No relationship managers are make us establish between NIA and NCA no making sure say all the relevant documents are we here. Nunti hin down say untimi register no omo abeli do. No wait me all the relevant documents. The balance wait me the register. And yes sir, say be bedi your doc no kwa. All
right. Me that's powerful. And no, but my call Jerry Homra. Maybe we'll touch on other issues. But Jerry, minimum how you also feel with this directives I on the SIM. What we register with the end of the year?
Makatum da.
Oh, good.
I'm say. Ashase na NC ene NI omunya problem and omunya problem na efili na SIM card no dia na ewo say anka omo enim say omo be yesa registration we na ka wo so omo ma NI for etiase na NIA for then so identification aye ni nyina no ade a aye unique aye say number obia ni wono ma ni obi number aye adekode ewo Ghana nyina obia number aye unique nti e was comotimi mayen timamufo no etimi de to yetrim te say de obia won phone number da ne trim no nti and I say NIA for no register wa na on comatro number no e de amount. Send e be ya emre so na say o pese o de card no e di djuma na card no kra enya djuma na say menwa o bo number na ye betimi akọ system ne so na yayi obi bia information apie. Unse say okita ana o ko bank na se otimi bo wo ID bia kita obia number na bank for ne key in na enam say omode sa IDs ni nyina to ewo omo system so nti omo bo number na etimi yi say passport number na be bo ama won a ombo ye itimi yi o passport in bio data no e de ma omo hu say ampa ye wo nipa asemasi sana na nka wo senka NC sorry NIA idikan eye inti no emre so na say wo card na kra problem wo ho a simple only card na kra na o number no I check say what register how you Ghana ni internet how o unique number no e wo trima o de benante nanka NCA so ba be start adwuma we they don who say problem a ye face ni nyina na kwa akoye me card me nya me card na yase memra da say na nunti e de stress ato nipa bebre so hwe nkrofo tu kwan e call up and down just because e bia omo enya omo fault o NIA card no omo ye timache bi aba ho inti no ama frustrate omo ntimi enya access of registration to their SIM cards no inti honom na omo ntimi ma ya hunu se yen identification number no ena hu hia pa ntinka obi a ye tro odi na ye fa o data na nanka ye do number amount ntinka NCA started program we no kanu ane say omoji obi a number na omako into NIA system ne so na omako akofa data no e dey about beto omo so because ujama even telcos ne kra na I think say they can even do it better than to see the ekoso ya umani asheda na ya kekan ya ho aboso na adanawu ni asaba be sheda foforo ni asa kekan ya ho aboso na create unnecessary stress any tension bi ewo omani mu me ye ade a ye hunu sa ade a ye no e long term ade intina ade a ye long term no ya dwene ananka ya dwene hu yi ya ma ne nkonkoye asiasi say sa strategy ka ya de be boa pa but nipa bebre na nkasa tro omudi a omo igusu HSC NIA but they don't even have access to say omo atro ID no omo atro no kwan ben so ne be fakra ehunu say ampase wa atro odi ana say untro odi e ya de a happy 98.9 identification ehu hia pa mre bi kra vice president asema okokan ya say you move bebre anti ase na oka card instead of say on Kwabena system say yetimi toto sa na mani wie na yenya obia data e de to NIA omu data base ne so a na say omo so asama de na emu atwetwe say region bia even say kra wo one region I just say travel ba Accra say won saka card no and I say ebi mo so deliberately say or register or tamale na say o person o abetena Accra no person in saka on call back to tamale en konkoje ne card no akoje police extract say me same NIA card na yira enti waba so ba beje foforo ni nyina aka ho enema yenya the actual year ekoso because ya print e dey ato ba bi or register ye no but ono fa kwati kwan so kwakoje sene be ya on two kwans anko emboka anko kwaje obi nso wo no ma enyo no ne fault ade a asi happen onhunu sene obeya ne sabeka nti kwan bia so e wo so okokoje na no stress esan wom no is wo so travel from origin demba Greater Accra anopay me nipa ba eti sem yensa akasa omo travel aba beje omo card because omo mpese omo eho be kire omo e wo sa ye betwa online mu ne sa nkomo na ekoso no na say ye betwa online mu a why nanka e wo say nani bre say ye ntwa amount for online mu MTN say twa even 100 SIM cards mu a onim so omo boka omo be boka pa because sa nipa 100 na yetwa omo SIM card mu na say group bi a yetwa sa omo SIM card mu sika wo say omunya any tax I also omo so tua de boa oman no ni nyina to be eso ebete enu nti enye timamufo enanka de we nke wo say ehayen was nka omo adwuma no ehye omo nsa no omo na ye omo responsibility but say na me di kan ye no in share no enkoye and acquire say confusion ewo NCA and NIA in term internet they are not doing things hand in hand or beboa amatemamufo enso ho ato omo hwese say they are asaba betodwa one kasa call phone so na call download app bi na tua 5 CD na wa fire wa registration they don ehfa na ya kasa asemwe and as 5 CD na ye no call one wa you say their app na ne dia no their app na ne dia no or just sika no e dia ayeden e wa bra ye mu bebre register no for free na ebi mo kwa kotua sika e dia kwa ye ema obi ena nipa na o tua sika na dia ma no no say nipa na di kan charge for this number of people dada enti niama bebre ho no ma koso a e wo sanka etimi tena se ne ebisa e ho nsem but nipa no kakra bi ne efra omo minister ekoko gina ho no mo akire mu no obi antimi ankwanko bisa sansem we mu ena omo ebetimi abisa ne nso anya sa akonya no nti still timamufo ebe sofa akwakotua sa 5 CD ena se technically wokase obi enkonko peke app non konko ya what about omo a ekoy ya yeko ti say ya yeko register ya no unsa o de sem o de o kasa Ghana card ni ade ne kwa still omo take o bio data telcos no omo take o bio data say wo kwa kofa app e de akwa no ombenya sa data no way nti ade nsem na omo ye omo ekeka kone de omo ye ni nyina no they are conflicting enya de a eye asa wo komu ye pa no kura bi ni baabi anasa adwuma no ebi nkoso ye ewo baabi nti ya anibresem e wo se yema ya nibre na nka etimi nya adaje bisa ministers ansem we mu nyina but akwanya na nkwanko basa nti we yakoya nim no ebi ana akwanya ne beba anasa don momo de mubetimi anya akwanya bi na mo bisa na mo atwene de na dress so na watimi aba ba chirichiri mu iye because enya de a etwaye enchaye because ebi mantua they say ebi mutua they say ya pick data ni bi dia wa okwa register no ya ka say my friend say self registration obada na omatimi aka saa de na bom and I say are they still going to rely on NIA biodata nana say see ayenim say so mo je saa data no so mo nje saa data no so mo je saa data no dia ene no ma di abro omo waste your time I was saying come je your numbers no nanka omo okwa you just mention your number or identification number no mo dey atoso na ma omanya o data no so from NIA na yes simple dan say almost stress yen obi betimi akọ bet say 1 week not the week adwuma wo so yen na abo no e wa bra onye boni bia or try so be keeping the number way forward I was say Ghana you might ya nibre ya dwene eko mfie ba te say aduonum achi na nkoya te say ye bibi pentem aye bibi partial ne apai ye ba bi atena because of kakra bi a ye benya adinti and I say kakra bi a ye pe afri numa na ye ni e ade a enchai amwa oman na ye ade na nema anibre nkwa adwuma no ho na yenye ni from say 2004 ena ye kanema mpani kufo started identification ho asem unim say dodo na enya omo cards and I say omo problem with cards no enso gina say or the information bi ma kanema mpani kufo a time oko register no or the information bi koye and as I say was akọ register with new set of information and akọ crash into a hona nipa no benya problem ama card issue we no difficult into I just say ono ankasa call back ekọ chechem de ntia now e be ID necessary and I say be age be necessary and I say bibia can happen I just ono akọ chechem iwie ansana e be a nsatimi aka card. Now from Sabrina ebepem me fancy 18 years ni na yeda so etianom na NIA boss reluctant say obetimi amayen Ghana for just about 30 million no obetimi capture yenina data from 2004 bepem sabri say ade a unse da hu na NIA boss no ono an status adwuma no fiti saa kanema mpaniku for time no ntinka sabri a oba ya watimi enya be to say 6 years ewo abema na ekwa 6 years no ewo say anka ye simple the man anka by now ka watimi awie atenensa afri ho but still yeda so ewo be to say I'm almost say 17 million and omatimi aye o register yemfa enkola but enkola ni nyina no e ka ho ewo say yetiminya omunsu nyina information ewo NIA a database inti niema ekoso no yemu bi de yebo enjoso was say NIA up in the game na NCA now de ne ho ekwa bon NIA mu akwa epe almo data atimi de aya ono nso adwuma no was say onyantobo ase no ne NIA for ne kasa em say the difference NNN no but was say NCA and NIA but together na omuma adwuma no simple so we say ontimi nya data ni nyina e wo say NCA no onya abotre e ma Ghana for no na omutimi nya omo SM cards no sorry ombenya NIA cards no na omatimi e de akọ na fe watimi anya ni data no correct entisa na koye gidigidi rush o rush akoyefa data collection so when nya abotre na tse say omo ye ade amana conflict no how are we going to get correct data still you better end up say a bit more information captured because a bit more self registration into omo mobile data no omo sanka into na back akwa to say there na me nua e ka say a bit more on more say open card they are registered dada and I say they are registered dada no yanya emfa wo bio data no until so obekwa for NIA no ade abebe kan we hu no still bi mo same card registration no enya complete because ya fa bi mo bio data ene emfa bi mo bio data nti adwuma no ye kwa na say ye ba ebe han ebe hange ewo mfimfi nti ewo say sansem ni na etimi ebisamu na yenya eho anu yie pa na yatimi unu say at this stage no you move from 1 echo 2 1 echo 2 ni say bibia ekoso 30 na say see ade self registration ene telcos no ankasa register ye no difference kese pa gap kese pa eno mo eba be create e dia mayen I don't know say omo strategy bia e be pick bio data ne dia so omo ni any form e be pick dia complete waste of time.
All right, 10 minutes after 4 you move on now. I told you say NDC normal press conference information that starts APA but you move on to tanker drivers a consensus amomu lay down tools for 3 days. Some of the feedback we are picking Tamale there seems to be shortage of gas parts of the eastern region according to a tanker driver chairman Amwa in the Kasa also no experience from the sister a friend from Nkoko say we're chinin Nkoko kromo nyina wonya gas into and was in the secretary yire so afre the same eastern region shortage of gas asha say but there's a scheduled meeting between Omani MPs slated for Friday. You ready be free say meeting no about enu nyama so no de na che say ya wa twenye mu ani say Kwabena Marfo maminti on this tanker drivers omo demands na amomo lay down omo tools no na ye move on ye ba we touch on and some be a fa ye mu NPP hu any ba me out of the Ashanti region we'll get to that
they don't matter was with a little clarification with the SIM registration app. Kwame Jan, our NCA, I think the project coordinators or whatever the position. Omayati says a self registration app no. Enya dia ba be bo Ghana banker.
Okay.
na 5 cedi charges na omoje no charges a omo de ma app omo develop app no no de maintain app and some de manage app no and even apart from that ne kwa no app no wo ho no doesn't mean say for now you are suspending normal regular registration na obia if was onya akwanya na otimi dey register you feel say be 5 cedi na adeso amawa so betimi akoye normal registration but rather omo a ebi omo kasa ebi omo adwumanti ebi a se bia wadwuma ebi a also unya adaje enko I think say opportunity cost unya kwan aba wadwuma no na aban so ema okwanya adimi register o card no I think say utua 5 cedi na usutimi enya kwanya register o card na especially omo a they don't have any issues with their card but the only thing they say be time factor and a hinder no more itimi dey omo register
once na Jerry can be about so no how the fingerprints need be captured.
Yes,
so we know visibly.
Yes. I think it is good. It is good he raised this matter because many NDC for you know them, they are usual propaganda. Because I've listened to them. So even a SIM card registration. No.
So how will that be addressed?
Well, any other issue in the sense that I'm starting it from time I say you introduce facial recognition friends how do you call it register voters ID card no you know what the why program ya che NDC for baby the Becca said they don't okwa register na say okwa to aba no the facial recognition machine be si o ma wana any chem say there be camera na ye di twa picture at the time all register no inbuilt first mechanism we o ma it me take the details of your contour that is at the stator facial recognition me register my SIM card. Now registration na SIM card registration unlike Ghana card registration you do on services scanner so I best scan a friend say with data and I say o fingerprint no SIM card registration the phone no and scan it phone you use you say wait me I download this scanner also ask can even document phone so into phone na you ba use as app no embedded scanner scanner no scan it say send na okwa kotwa voters ID card na you twa picture no. At the time I try picture, now you take facial recognition. Now you catch a Ghana for and I say, and this is for to put to go for the same way. And now all register with the app now. One can say phone no scanner, embedded with the app. I bet me a scanner on site in your picture. A picture is different from a scanner. In the scanner, I will my a best scanner on site. Once all the required information is synchronized in the friends data and I say in the app, our feeling no, it will be accepted. What him say even all fill forms na say there are certain aspects or
so chire mu mo no mo ameka o masem na say the way adwuma o hobi say because
parent for na wadia
so akwese all fill forms
na mo communicators near the marco workshop ho ama mu briefing ti munim
well say ye cheche mu
maga say ono na ebo ni trima I said the professor
so, you know, obviously, once audio phone, you take your friends, the contours of your picture. You know, say data na certified that there is no way to be accepted. Ebema wakunya no wasan yet, so say be certified. Now, okay about tanker drivers and issues raising. They don't. You see, I think say fundamental. Issues raising had to do with their welfare, meboa.
Yeah.
And secondly, I think say
raise issues about some of the. Running by somewhere in 2017 said subsequent licenses for people to open up gas stations, you know. Almost say no, so no, it's long overdue. And even the minority issued a statement to that effect. Almost call on the government to waive that ban, no, because now no people need gas. And if that ban is still going to be effected, it means the supply will be limited to a few areas. And on the pioneer or major concern and to lay down tools in solidarity with others in the industry. They want to expand, but Abaimra we know
but apart from that, how much petition be I listed issues woman.
Oh yeah, yes, I need to know MP from to a meeting on Friday.
Well, that is fine. I have not I have the privilege to address with those issues. But the matter regarding a year tracking system, a tribal offense, tracking offense, tankers. No, at the time, almost echo to and flow to supply fuel and as a gas to other stations. I think that the reason had to do with theft case, me boy. Now, almost say there be answer na fuel and everyone so load everyone 100 cubic meters. Maybe from Tema, or the everyone Bolgatanga. One shall nipa no bedu Bolgatanga from 100 cubic meters, maybe a bedu 95 cubic meters. At the end of the day, when him say fuel, and I say especially liquid, maybe then 8 me evaporate. Oba in case of ABR petrol, 8 me evaporate. So what I say. And when there is losses, sometimes they don't want to take the blame because I learned say so even sometimes on either occasions when there are losses, they are being surcharged. But me feel say I don't have to always put the blame on you. Say you are the cause of the reason there are losses. There should be system in place. There should be mechanism in place. I be making sure that there would be transparency. Whether the losses was accidentally, whether the losses were as a result of your negligence, whether the losses was as a result of one kasa utimupo our person dream be a cost. I think that these are many things and also one kasa between themselves and their stakeholders. Because stakeholders are employees. No, they should sit down and let professionals educate them about the importance of a tracking system. Because look, so your driver now a tracking system. Even apart from goods now, ukra or they come from one destination to the another destination. Can you say who as an individual, your life is protected and it is secured? Because look, almost 2 coin, don't want 2 coin at Jopamebwana. And I draw coin to any in the room. A bit me 2 coin at Johnny and Jomoka or coin so. But to them says, Joe car, that's a tracking system on one. Baby, a car no be a bit me I find out. Into your moment, I say, tracking system no, and yes, say be a barber more cancer because Bakubia Mitin or other a sister station. So because of the tracking system, no, our drivers think in Ayari. And the business I didn't say tracking system, more cancer. Oh, and my will say education, and Shada Anya the Uncle Suye. It's best to say there should be proper education between the stakeholders and the drivers. No more here. That is one. 2, with their welfare, I learned to say with the calculation of their remuneration, there is a K factor. That K factor no emanating from margins are bust. Edited to a year charges. So I believe this is an issue within their inner circles. They should be able to talk about it. When your issue and until they will let the public suffer because look, and then Ochina started as the days go by and it compounds. Sabi yentias and paminu nyese ye greenhouse effect and I say you protected the environment into no ye boa ama a discourage amount for Owusu a year Chaco because Chaco no don't wanna deforest ye queer ye see or say where the bois because there's a saying said when the last tree is cut the last man equally dies out of photosynthesis intino yetimi nya ekwenya enya oxygen na se ndua ewo kroma etimi boa the economic ecosystem of the location who be here say ye be mo mati say gas na mo de maye na ye dwumadie especially if you even several industries no eboa inti omonti omo ho ase but with the issue about say enunti no other filling stations be ye momum be additional filling station look for me I don't know the reasons behind those policy no I will take my time and have the breathing if it is the situation had to be we say maybe someone more kind of one because I've listened to most of them and they are saying so because of the agreement Oma Koje several loans or bank I know they are unable to pay their loans. So if it is the case there is a policy say maybe there are deadline now that deadline XDR uni say be additional filling station as a gas station and that one is a policy they agreed with their stakeholders. If it is not then I think say yeah koye nim no ye nye ntimi Georgia because look oman mu ayete no obia play the role ama obia so enya so mfa so yete Ghana ha sebe ntokwesi e China be say China friends
Russia and
Ukraine no ye nye hu so aba enrechi who they see friends a discussion of course between China and friends China and US say be our friends speaker of parliament obeka say in want of a better word say offer Taiwan China president, US president say, making sure say, for want of a better word, almost speaker of parliament, on for Taiwan, and who issues, and no crampono, and him the $1 neko. In the best say, 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 obia no economy na woman no, obia role equally important.
Portions of my mount. Portions of a minority for press statement and then issue, and ABNO will still guide you. I'll say, according to 3 striking associations, the sit-down strike has been necessitated by the refusal of government to heed to their call to resolve certain industry challenges. Key among these is the almost 6-year ban on granting operating licenses for newly constructed LPG service stations. It will be recalled that following the atomic gas explosion in 2017, the cabinet of Akufo-Addo placed the ban on the issuance of operating licenses for newly constructed LPG service stations, including those who have obtained provisional licenses and were in the process of construction with huge financial commitments. We regret to note that despite several assurances from this government and the National Petroleum Authority, the rollout of the much-touted cylinder recirculation model has rather witnessed unnecessary and avoidable setbacks, throwing the whole exercise into chaos. We are very much aware that the blanket and poorly considered policy to halt the approval of permits, including for those who have already acquired provisional license before the wholesale ban. Some of these affected had secured loans from financial institutions for constructions and have since gone into financial distress, with banks and other creditors chasing them to honor their debt obligations. Taking cognizance of the failure on the part of government to successfully meet their own timelines in rolling out the cylinder recirculation model, we call on Cabinet and the President in particular to review this blanket and wholesale ban as a matter of urgency, whilst ensuring that the necessary safety measures are put in place to guarantee human safety. We note that the consumption of LPG has been on the decline since January 2022, partly on account of the obnoxious taxes imposed by this government, which will certainly impact the environment negatively. We therefore call on government as a matter of urgency to do everything possible to resolve this impasse, which has the potential of resulting in a major crisis for the economy. John Abdullah Jinapo and this statement we buy, and it will also interest you to know, say, just a while ago, on a press conference, they are calling on the government to remove certain taxes on petroleum products. I bet to me, Abuana, I'll lessen the burden on we consumers. My member 5 minutes to wrap up. Naminko Jerry or Kwabena Marfo.
Yeah, story now.
98.9
safety issues,
Aye.
And I don't know so will be additional gas station. They want to ensure you are able to adhere to the various safety measures other regulatory agencies. Yes. And America said these issues, I think any issues America said they don't. Any idea was a follow up to the latter. Because they see gas explosion they see what is it Medina and that's Medina
Atomic.
Yeah, feeling they all run about quite no. I think taxi station I don't want yes, it if it is issue about safety and if you are not able to meet those safety requirements, so won't be additional gas station. I think it is in the right order. Apart from that, issues of welfare, and Amaka said there's a K factor. Amaka said it is embedded in the various bus margins. This is a welfare issue. I'll make me share no money on stakeholders and also money on management and aka. You do true near say how do you call it? The check on tracking system.
Yeah.
Check on. Initially, you see, initially, not all of these issues are raising. Now they have not raised those issues. Mm-hmm. Initially, discussion the buy. Now the issue had to do with the tracking system. I think it's further on, and almost started some raising other issues. They feel relevant issues it need to be addressed. For me, I will not hold breath for the government. I will not hold breath for them either. If you say baby, now for a statement I already about minority statement on issue, you see, knowing the minority and their pusher all the time, sometimes you may be misled. So to your munkwa, that's one share the other side of the story. Into no dear, Mesro say me there no better answer. Now you share other side of the story, but me there no quietly say gas idea sebi ewuhia gas idea sebi abebua ama omo ana omo twetwendua indiscriminately ɛde sɛbe chako anaasɛ ɛde di nnwuma bi a sɛbe yɛnim sɛ ɛnyɛ ho yia sɛ ɔde bɛdi no gas ayɛ den abɛboa even apart from that yes yɛwɔ several nhyɛn a anaasɛ car ɔmo use gas nti no gas ɛyɛ very serious commodity so ɔpɛ sɛ ɔtoto da se kɛkɛ hwɛ mɛka tam a ɛyɛ in the 80s Margaret Thatcher obedi adeɛ na there have been several instances na Germany labor front unions etimi hold the government to a standstill unim obedi adeɛ they equally the teacher union they wanted to equally do same now the woman was so smart ne say who say oni omo kan bokwa till odu the second term now odu the second term the way ne say coal the generate can no say be a gas and I think that there's another offense another way no we use or making sure say or have been in stock for not less than 6 months into time of making sure say other government agencies are mean generating several profits and they be buying a bokano or streamlining or privatizing individuals they can say they be that and they went down on sit down strike. What do you say after the 3rd month? Individuals now they form about 70% of the union. They realize that look, even whilst they are striking, abano man for no money here and strike. So there was a break in their front. Nipa almost close to 100%. So by close to 20%. And nunti Margaret Thatcher within the 6 months of Benya the strong force. Other union they kasai. They take over. And then Saboko Germany one of the pillars of their democracy in Germany. Ultimately, Margaret Thatcher. It makes sense, especially you boom and say you take it up a policy and decision be say
Germany Angela Merkel.
No, Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher, the UK.
Yeah. Sorry, thanks for the correction. Sure. So,
only Germany hooper.
Oh no. I think it just came across. Thanks for the correction.
Carry on.
Yeah. Message says let's say take it up such policy. Say be amount for be additional stations we should have measures say even in the instance say amount for be no say in case of more striker will we be able to supply commodity here within the short term and also within the medium term and also within the long term and yes sir whatever you do now as a buy no on sa that you come back to square one the message said the two stakeholders no montenase na omutimi enkasa no moma abotoye nye de embra na ye nya move forward na enkoba ne say gas ba be short
na wa wanya gas atodi
oh me work in fact fortunately for me there
o say backup crowd
o backup no choose CSC o
de ani
say
say bio manu nsa obi a wa but wo nkola ofia make it things in advance because who name the basic ochana so the every SK no but you say fair
so oje 1,000 a month wait me dey move 500
akwa so no one government appointee o
make workers work room no
gas
so 1,000 cedis a month rather they move 500 and go to gas.
All right, Jerry, Jerry.
So many people are saying that me call Germany anana.
Na Germany abawa no sa no. Everbem so open kwadia. But Jerry, on this tanker drivers. But Kwabena, me back to you. I will touch on the NPP, NDC for Ashanti region buy, you know.
Of course.
But for that, on the tanker drivers or more consent, no.
Mo bro asem yenyina asem.
Yep.
Mehwe asema minia o ban mu yi kan ya na je say aban no ewo bebreye because say a cost strike ND3 almost 5 days and ND3 days cry na shortage aba na je say aban no unze o kan Margaret Thatcher o da bi o say o kan Margaret Thatcher there na so wetimi as to be 6 months. Now we 5 days the cry nyanso here na shortage aba ebi mo enam enkoko ne ade nyina o munya bi no. Enti MPA ene aban no o ma feli se baby she eno nche se eni kwansi ye adwuma bi mu. E was enkomo call round na baby a enye specified any acceptable say your basis gas station no na mo closing it down na mo advice say omo nko ba bia emmen nipa ajapade ana say emmen properties you feel say omo major aye eno no na say mo anya sa na mo de mo hotel say ya mo bia mie fufuro na obi ewo baby papa obetimi abia adwuma na nipa no na mo di na bro
mo say even adwuma before obebie no
I was saying
agencies so how mobile certified ma approval EPA NPA money ade nyina no come and ade telling us say and the existing gas stations no nyina and be almost site or facilities no and when they are appropriate
enya just enya papa kra ba bi o no ma utwam na hu a ade a inti failure no ene say omo oye hwehan ama omo atimi abe construct those plants no awie no mo ye hwehan ni wie ye ne so omo sa hotel bi mo aka omo be fa kwan papa so ayi unse bibia ye ne bonne so ne wo ne papa so omo anka be fa kwan papa so ayi sa adwuma no omo so ye tua omo ano aduane ka na se ye si omo no kwan nti no oye koya na se ye baaye tracking asama omo ka se ema omo yare no Ghana need and say before by nature no yempe say you be discipline inti tracking the yada na atimi ama cancer me who baby I say tracking device be atimi ma cancer inti nema bi wo no ma say adea nema deda na kwan mu anko bi rezi kra na akola otenchen kra beka say oh minua asem we dey yen kanesa but nam say ya tena honom anase aya hwehan ma nema enkose nea e wo say konti ma ensem omo ka no dia ehu hia kra ne beka ho a na ya asem hia nema enko yenti no nema ehu hia no e beka de ehu hia ne ho a na eno dia ehu hia kra no e so ba be ya asem hia nti yes besra ban Ghana ayeden Ghana guso ayeden more NDC press conference omoye as see a o kenkan bi ma etie they don baby amene omo ya adwene pa say taxes ni bi ohono ma e wo say yetete so government awe akoyete sa sorry e wo oman yi mu dia ya dwene ho a ne se collection mra asore ba yare a ne ya bompa ye dia ma no na se sofo yare dia ne ato collection e dia ma no sa asetena no ya dia ha Ghana pa oh asore a me dia mahunu bia me hu asore bia asore ba yare a ya collection se yem fan koma no me hu bi nti me dia mahunu na America e wo se ahokyere aba o man mu a temamufo esu ma no e wo sa ban na o ka se niam mu aye den no e wo so hunu se niam mu aye den ama no a aye den ama temamufo nso enti taxes na o pile gu yeso ana se already aye choked e wo yeso no e wo so timi hwian bi so na temamufo nso ehu timi to mo because Ghana ya bre o taxes ya bre papa hwe almost best start E11 no yemu bi kan ye say so mo ahwe ni yi a na se omo anwene E11 na se na omo si eye ni ye ahunu threshold there was omo ye any cut off point ni ade ewo ma I insusu dia na say results omo person omo nya free E11 nim no omo nya ana omo ye ahwe han na se say aba bonten say there was omo nya no omo nya na se mo yes yemfa bedden koto nipa so yemfa koto nipa ebe kakra nipa ne be decide say na me kra me na en yusu biom na me na yusu biom a sika na wo pede ayempuntu dwuma no wo be da nya e wa abra wo ye na nketenkete a nipa ho beto o ma timi asese adekode na wo ye no na nipa dodo na ye no wo benya sika e de afrim enti se aban antie ensem bi mo na se oye se ono de chenchina atwan tintintinti on sesa na adwen on hwian taxes ne so fa mayen a Ghana ya bre ani bre eba Ghana for emu na efiri emu na se ba yetrim a ahwe ya na mfa papa amra oman no it could be in any form say bako sit down strike ebe kakra consumers we omo supply no and I sit down strike say consumers enso strike and as omo nso tu anamo wo ho a na ye kɔ ne sɛn nti na ayɛ man dia ye a ɛbɛboa yɛn ɛna wɔ se yɛdwene ho ne yɛ ɛnyɛ dia aban na feel so no ya ɛbɛboa ne nko a because aban yɛn nyinaa na yɛ ka bom ne yɛ aban yɛ say taxes ene nneɛma bi hyɛ yɛ so because sɛnea yɛn nyinaa nim no Russia ne Ukraine war no affect bibia nti no tete taxes ne so na temamufo nso ho ntɔɔ mo ɛnyɛ affect wo aban ne nko a ɛna wɔ sɛ increase taxes now the burden overburden o manfo ɛwɔ sɛ hunu sɛ Russia ne Ukraine war ama ho kyerɛ ba wo aban ne so a temamufo nso Russia ne Ukraine war no ama ɔmo nso ho akyerɛ ɔmo nti ɔmo nso ntimi nya sika ntua toɔ bebree mfa ma wo nti na it should go hand in hand ɛyɛ sɛnea nneɛma si kɔ ɛwɔ ɔman anim no ɛden paa sɛ yɛama yɛni ammerɛ na yɛni aban ankasa ampa aban kyɛw na wante ase na wanyɛ deɛ ɛbɛma yɛn ho ahenhan yɛn kakra yɛnim deɛ ɛkyerɛ
but when your sign say be a gas shortage or some areas be a emma to our attention and
oh say yɛtietie ɛwɔ mframa mu deɛ ayɛkɔ so kyɛ sɛ ɛna na meka no any time a ɔmo ba bɛ ɔmo de sit down strike ne koraa no there is already a shortage because gas stations na ankasa na ɛyɛ dodoɔ sɛn ɛna ɛwɔ ɔman mu ɛna kwan dodoɔ sɛn na ɔmo timi de kɔ ɛna sɛsi a no ɔmo sɛ ɔmo mfa nkɔ nti kwan a ɛnkɔ no sɛ 5 days ni dura ɛna ebehunu ahokyerɛ bɛba ɔman mu na sɛ de bia nipa ɔte Ghana deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ne ho kyerɛ no ansa na aban asɔre ayɛ biribi ɛmoa ɛwɔ sɛ aban ɛyɛ sensitive on some matters sɛm a yɛka ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ day to day adeɛ anɔpa yɛyusu gas awia yɛyusu anwummerɛ yɛyusu nti na sɛ ɛhyɔte a yɛbɛyɛ ne dɛn nneɛma a ɛkɔ so no ɛnyɛ nneɛma pa a yɛde boa ɔman Ghana ɛbrɛ nti ɔmo a ɛdi Ghana no ɔmo ɛnyɛ sensitive kakra ɔmo nwene Ghana ho kakra na yɛnyae power drunkenness no
don't wait them so you see tanker drivers na say omo supply gas no omudo do say na buy na employ omo
no mostly private companies
yes it in Abai does not come in this situation the only thing have to do with say ebi aye mo kwan mo bie additional FNS new stations no and that is because of ebi
almost kasem enko yie no
oh Abai does not come in I buy the truck car na me truck car
and they are not talking about now him say it's our operatives no and sika ye omode esha omubotomo how to access adena what the transport no a problem the more kwaya omo fa so ensa aka ade no stress omo fam ni nyina aka omo how ne ho
no that is not the reasons omo raise you the reason had to do with say yem omo kwanya no mo nsem be additional
and no kwa na reason they have given
I want to
2 or 3 reasons
yes
I want to list them nya yenti say yem omo kwan mo be additional furnace depots so I say and 2 had to do with tracking system and 3 had to do with their welfare. I think that these are the basic reasons that they have raised. And I may emphasize they said opening additional stations no
welfare no welfare no how does it even affect so say a private matter
opening additional depots no eno na almost say aban no ensa wom because aban no and the regulatory agency no mom konya mom nye den MBA and that had to do with safety because they don't make kai satan minim say na okumase a manam okumase askwa stadium hot side.
Even Crow from Crow from your friend is saying
traffic lights on.
What they call down.
Yes, and also. As to quite the end, na me kaipa because Satan na me to Knox Hotel. Na me around Knox Hotel.
Towards Makion.
Yes, Makion. Unim say stadium hot to Knox Hotel no.
Yeah.
Tama a explosion is here no. Satan
na vibration maybe a check.
Me say and then na a team na a glass, a fence windows na glass. Could you believe that glass in na papa?
Yeah.
Glass in na papa.
But that explosion in the effect to and cancer board do dine na see
e mani na krake
interchange no ho na e dai tenten na fuel station na chiwa na sa dan no so mu bungu
be si ni na krake
yeah
so the safety aspect no oh e no na bi aban bem ba aban bem in the interest of team for look hwe men say obi adwuma but who they are driving around the inner cities
why are they still operating
so who they are driving around the inner cities na hwe baby a gas filling stations ewo ebi what to the extent say obi wall echi and obi abeto NDC gas station. I'm telling you because ebi a Kwabena was kentino na we bulldozing the way through. Me feel say if it is in the interest of a young citizenry and I said to me before see a safety hunti aban the measures to wa e hu be yan say say be bo aban na ba so because look say yan ne sa rapidly because initially I don't say na gas station ube be gas station na ube no outskirts at a far distance but for as time goes on ya mo kwan na mo be no rampantly
maybe
me personal bus station it but ufi eye kwashima e fence eye 98.9 e fence kwashima e dey call ablekuma side maybe a traffic light na say no kwan na dey ba odoko no unum say me bus station unum so mesi
no but it doesn't matter say na be moye who authorities no mo nyi
mesi zen filling station
NPP
zen filling station e wo no ehun ni enim ni eche nyina e community affairs household e wo again udru eye baby to say fa na say the mod e dey go through to the akoma udru e fa na say sunflower school junction na obetimi afa so akofada mana oho nenim ni na change na hotel bi ko na so ye bi station
mo ba ben mu mo ba ben mu foforo no 2017 mo pa na demo director no ana kiki wanamu na wo mo dem rebi so unauthorized siting of fuel stations gas stations ye be bu ni nyina down man no kasakwa and wetime bu ba kumpo down I remember say omu kokuma say kwada so baby me cry na me chere wo mo baby cross say site no there enya ideal could you believe say now site no is completed and functioning adan watumi aye slab apagya mu abasoro a seal a share that one on the community in Intermintino, enya effect beyond the community. And I'm like, wow. One admo for no chama at Torrentia Mwesi. Say gas station, they jato okra mattress na mo de ko. The omunya mattress. And you are telling me say we have a disaster management organization now. Adwuma no mo betumi aya, omu make sure say sa niema we nyina no are well ironed out.
Game no not made man there be no so
but on the end there ko kra
o ha adwene kwabena
that we say o free dakodwam esane akọ runabout na unso bi isi
castle ho na se ho no
ho na
no free dakodwam no be say aba good
hwe insuo se na esi eta ho
insuo
ne kwan
maybe to for by wooden bridge no no
you be Phyllis
Samsung for you showroom one chair ho no
exactly on say you feel ho no mama or yes station
so chroma
the rough officer insuo ne dade
assembly se be ma time be say a rezoning
we say you be Phyllis even Ramsey side every year bia no kwa no kwa man for Phyllis
so just imagine
so say inti me for na ka say yes ye ka ho
no, but yeah, fault on the saying. Maybe could test
private individual.
Yes, are you telling me say what asas no nim say nsuo mu asas?
You make private individuals. Also bu owa onipa se boni no di. But esa say bia emra na aye flexible on him to.
Into regulator no. Regulator no.
And unti na say regulator say almost
I say na was all ye existing now almost was out to be animu sisi ano I was so closing it down. Now on my coin, Emma Omoko. Baby, I want to use Brofo say
Omoba number huna so you be close ne da. Back door agenda.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you, sir.
Obe koso ayo juma.
Na
me wo
baby I mention
Tiye na mo ya ma me homo ana sorry me okuma ase no. Menhia fikesie mu. Sa wo come menhia ufri alaba na besia convention on a triangle about to be your
yeah
and what na your friend the neck petroleum
in 15 hono ma
15 hono timi ma akwai permit ema o see filling station na there yan say o see filling station we na auto ne wall no now there was this street light you see ho auto ne wall no at the fast street light na hunti ne wall ni mu no street light na ya buy property no wa to ne wall na wuram
Kwabena. Now when
what kind of city is this? Jesus Christ. Nick Petroleum.
I want a regional affairs secretary.
Yeah, regional officer.
Yeah, regional officer. A binding is sick. Okay, so because see what it himself.
I'm a regional minister Bufu.
Yes, Okocha one.
See a Toma no. Ya Toma no. Make Okoyini Kataba. So Busa Commission forces. Busa Lands Commission forces. Then asasa no ye ton ye. Ya ye tumi edidi course akwan.
Ehokra no enya asase.
Wo munya kan ye nya etie na say campaign na na edru so.
Na enkoba na se bia
enti safety na ya regulators no ay aban na omo na ye de so bo omo enti na tutu say aban
kwama mafo
eno na aban na ye say
ne ebe yi no
amom biebie
we spend some few minutes. I'm saying we're almost done. You're about 11 minutes to wrap up. Yanko Ashanti region commotion no yentie kakra
because Obama as a president at the power. Now, so who is that before any coordinators, any participants before any regional executives? Obama, I dare walk and say, regional chairman. Say the regional chairman, number one. Just so, here to one say, who was so powerful, Yebra, Dr.
For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to The Dawn. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM.
I mean, Kwabena Marfo, ne dispassionate analysis or address on this matter. Yeriani upon. Killer.
You see, mechanics, you see.
What's
the new General Secretary?
98.9.
Thank you.
When him say lawyer Justin Kudia, me name personally nyende. Way back 2008.
Thank you.
Me ankasa Ashanti region ankasa matana wa I Ashanti region politics Spain.
Mo.
So I know the dynamics in Ashanti region.
Ko.
So what I say, o share baby to say Kentin Kono Oforikum the vice president inner city rules or launching I think December last year 2019 13 December last year 2019 I nunti oko kumase se okwako kate sword now o share under the Zongo Development Fund several projects so okwako kate sword na sebe wetimi ada projects ye di na enka mepese enka ye sheme wie enka the focus will be on the various projects our commission the various road networks within the Kumasi inner cities yetimi aden ebie kwan na se de fence bitumen egu from kwan no but it's son di esi ye nti no won say ene enye no na ye discuss yes and it will end up say yenuanom NPP for yankasa beka so and NPP communicators more ma NDC for outshine more but sometimes no the way issues no a take it twist no one can and no one sema one want to mean beka ne pa vice president akodi ewo offense Kumasi and there will be some question do me dey potin our vice president edi ekoye Kumasi declaration na
there be o
say no
there be
but e send the sinti no ehun asema ba eme wo said ye oye nyina ye ade papa ye de bebo aban ni dewro amanfo enya rehwemu especially omo atoba ha na omo enya rehwemu sa aban ni ye adwuma nti omo kosoa entire aban nechi his excellency na naro dan Kwaku fado ene Dr. Baumudu ba me on tell me chi no na nya me ya adom we be next year nipa bia e ba koyi no as a flag bearer yenya ye supporting no eno na hu ana there be hwe minia mesre ye mpeni for di anim omun kan hu say emre bi sani esi ye no Justin Kodua kai 2008 ye hu meti wato ay cause for party nim ye party a ye call exile and as ye tena fie ko over 30 years as ne yetimi enya kwan aba mu enti several lessons bitter lessons o wa yesua the kaipan say the former road minister Richard Anane one of his radio interviews ye interview no I will say Tama ye His Excellency John Ejekumkufo ewini abana as president now o make several appointments now our appointee amanfo na sebi o ma ye clear na so me take your position say they were not in support of Yerakufo or say odu Yerakufo fie anopa no na we dwa and John Ejekumkufo the gentle giant as we always know him for of friend is on tenase and okache say onimi bi ade a all ye no enye ono no interest na all you but all share in the interest of the party because esan say mi bi atwam matemi ho for ba mu enu ntimi anka ye ho abom ntino enam so mayet na opposition for over 30 years inti na wenya kwanya no na wadimi abedi ade a it beholds on him as the leader of the party 2000 say omo they think say party they don't belong to the rank and file omo really no he will bring them on board so that they will be equally stakeholders. Imreno so say was a call from Koye Juma, almost be call from no makwede o makoye Juma. Wo ye akofo na adwene. Inti wo aye na nyame wadom aya to swaba as a regional executive. Ya to swaba as a national executive. It beholds on you say you take cognizance of what our history is. Especially
one more copy or more vote no more catch or say mo de mayen ya bebre mo ba omia. Enti ho adwuma na omo ye no and I mean
just on the lighter side. And Kamepe say, Obeka say, whoever, not to limit it to Untumi. Whoever, because Mitia Untumi, and Mitia Minia Finance, and the youth organizer and so.
Ralph, yeah.
Ralph. Oh, and Kamepe say, Obeka say, Oko pro bono. Delegates, they can see a Tumawa, Sebe, Ubako, wo we sikan. And into my trying to call when the panisika. Into Makasano, as a leader, Uni again. Jamaican ultimate, Jamaican say. When say that was their germane call I will make it upon you. It could be because you and I were not there. But maybe I drew no. Yenye him say Inyama ain't so easy for us as a party. Inyama ain't so easy for us as a government. Even to the extent say the president, the Republic of Ghana, Nana Kwaku Fado, actually Numaka say yes, on him say times are hard. And now no finance minister Kwaku with the budget. Who read the preamble, the earlier preamble before his submission start. Or can the preface say ya say at this time Ghana echo ye when you rest in yako ye muno. Or no the finance minister. So she tell you say as a political party and as a party yawa bemuno asudi da yeso. These are the times Abano Etwanamo led by His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bamia Etwanamo say projects are a sha say nyame adom yetimi edia ba ye. Ebini project ben okoye friend say 100 kilometer road. Oh nana to make project no wasem
time na soon
just a minute I'm for
just a minute say your projects in your bus you beka ni anim guase na call so already
you see
some me chance you make am say the fair amount ko ye na adia ba ko pe aba be hisa animonyam ni na
ukra in order for you to have for want of better make your production juicy, of course as the media you want to know is it bad story is always sell best than good story.
I don't believe so.
Well, that is what some people say.
Everything
you would want to focus on of course. So first of all, Mecca say you see we should condemn it.
No, but shouldn't the party be worried? Say especially
you see the party
coming in the wake of under bridge party now.
And unfortunately,
united.
Unfortunately too for myself. A year under bridge party, and I was there.
After Apostle Dr. Emmanuel or send some Kayukra Nano Quesia, there was
I was there.
Now, my Kumasi, also by my list of projects. Yante. Our time is up. I can't remember. We save the rest for another time. Time is almost up. Mr.